Alrighty, welcome back everybody. Another office hours this week. Today we're just going to be working on some more animations and just overall making the next scene here. The reason I've got it in kind of this really bad view is I have the last scene which turned off all the lights, so it's really dark. And I have this new kind of tablet I created just with a little disconnect thing, showing some stuff here. So let's load in the animation we're going to use here first. Put it on the suit. Generator. Boom. Alrighty. Simple animation. I'm gonna chop it here. Move this bad boy over. We're probably gonna start right here then. It's basically just gonna be doing some quick audio. Walking over to this side of the table. I don't know if the distance I'm walking is going to make sense though. Yeah, I'm still hitting the table. So what we're going to actually do is probably transform this guy a little bit over to the right hand side. Just so I don't hit that table. Maybe like here, something like that. Now, theoretically, I should clear this table instead of a... Well, not sure why everything just got disconnected from me. I definitely cleared the table, so that's good. Not sure why the rest of it broke. I'll probably extend this to like, let's just say 10 seconds. So we got enough time to work with here. Pull that out to 9.5. Increase the length of this here. So what overall is going on in this scene is just tried the power outage, which you might have seen last episode. Lights all go out. And then they're going to be talking to each other and, you know, dramatic entrance by Robah after the lights turn on. It's kind of the general consensus. Yeah, so that's fine. So that's actually a pretty decent stopping point. I think the scene needs to be longer, but one step at a time here. Okay, so first and foremost, everything look okay? Like obviously the hand needs adjusted, the fingers need adjusted. The fingers do look a lot better. They released a new update for the smart suit, so got some good stuff. Thumb needs a little bit of a rotation. And the way I'm going to handle the scene, because it's completely dark, is I attached actually just a red light to this tablet here so that there's actually something for me to see, because with the lights all dead, it's next to impossible. So we're going to have to just put that tablet in a position where I can actually like see stuff. Well, so far this is good. We're going to need some hand adjustments, things like that. So first and foremost, as always, we got to put our camera in first. Make sure we snap the camera, so technically it's right here. This is always the part that takes me the most time to kind of figure out here, like where am I actually going to put this camera so that it makes sense. Let's at least get it like kind of placed in position. Just get it there for now. snap to. Using our grid, because golden ratio is very important as always. We definitely want to make sure that we don't have any depth of field going on right now, so I usually just add a keyframe and turn off the post-process point, wait to 0, at least to start. Let's turn off the icons. And let's see where we're putting this bad boy. It's always weird to do it when there's no lighting. It always just looks so funky. I don't know, maybe something like this. Maybe I'll just rotate around. So I'd like to kind of be able to see the tablet as well. Wish I was better like storyboarding, because I could already have this stuff like planned out, but it's just not the way my brain really works. This just looks so weird. It's definitely going to have to show his face, because he's going to be the only one talking. Lighting definitely needs to show. I'm just not 100% sure where I want to. This is definitely not the right view. If we show lit, yeah, that's like the only area is lighting up. This tablet is super like important. I think we're gonna push this to like 15 seconds, just so when I export out to my animation, I don't lose a portion of it because of the control rig, the way it bounces things out. Extend this, make sure we can see everything. That's the end right there. Let's see if this is long enough for what's happening. Snap out of this view. Yeah, so that's actually long enough. So let's get this bounced out to the control rig so we can start to edit it. Export transforms. I personally do not usually do reduce keyframes. I want all my keyframes to come through. And now, I don't know, autosave just messed everything up. So let's reopen our sequencer here. Get back to where we were. Kind of got to scroll through it because a lot of my attach values are at the beginning of this thing, so I don't want to lose them. Boom. Shot 19. Okay. Control rig. Add my additive. So definitely probably fix this hand here first, just because that's going to be the easiest one to do. You know, actually, I lied. I need to place my camera before I adjust any of these animations. Otherwise, I'm just wasting time fixing things that don't need to be fixed because they're not even in the shot. Where am I going to put this camera here? Definitely don't want that foot in the scene. Something like this. And then we'll probably just go to the end and adjust it. Over here. And so there's some kind of movement. And by this point, the other Hazman, after I do the animation for that, will be right about there-ish. Just gonna like show the tablet to him, show him it's disconnected, all that jazz. So let's just line it up here for now and see how it looks. Not very good because he stops a long time before that. So let's actually watch when he stops moving. So, right about here. It's definitely not perfect, but it's acceptable. And now we're just going to have to try our best to get this tablet light to actually show the show what we need to be looking at. I may adjust how the lights come back on or something, because this is going to be really hard to film. It's completely dark in here. There's no light. Can't see anything. Keyframe in. Let's actually correct our elbow first. Our elbow's like way out in the middle of nowhere here. There we go. More natural. Now let's adjust our hand. Definitely needs to come forward a bit. And further out, kind of like this. That, alright. Huh. Looks weird, it's like so far away from his body. Walks like that, right? Whatever, we'll fix again, this is why adjusting animations with your camera in place is much more important. Like, that may not actually even matter. Like, I don't even see it technically. This is where I'm keeping my camera. It actually looks okay. Shows it to the guy, shrugs. Don't know. Cool. Let's see how it looks with the lighting, though. Yeah, I got it a little bit. I think I'm probably just going to adjust the head. For whatever reason, I don't think my mocap suit picked up the head animation this time. This is going to be such a hard scene to shoot with just such low levels of light. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. Let's snap out of this and just watch how the head moves, because I'm pretty sure it just remains static facing forward the whole time. Yeah, it stays in one position, doesn't even move. So I'll probably start it and move the neck down a little bit. Still just like really not enough light. It sucks. How do I review? Let's review what this light is actually doing here. Let me click on the tablet. That's awesome. Oh, I gotta turn it on, huh? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is the control of the light and actually what it's doing. So it's definitely hitting it. Maybe it's just like the angle that it's at, you know? So... Yeah, dang. I guess let's adjust it. I wish it was easier for me to see the light at the same time I was adjusting this animation. That would be fantastic. Yeah, so it definitely has some... It's all like hitting there. I don't know. I don't want to increase the brightness too much of this thing. I might. Anyways. So right now it's at 200. Let's try 300. 1,000 just for ridiculousness sake. Yeah, and it's so bright, dude. It looks kind of unnatural. Should it be that bright? I don't think so. And if I finalize the path tracing, you'll actually be able to see the face. It's just right now, let's actually see how it looks with the face right now. Path tracing. And 10 samples per pixel, doing it really low, so it's going to look very blurry, but I just want it to resolve fast to make sure I can see. Yes, you can see it through there. Maybe try turning down the intensity on this back to 200. See what the path tracing looks like at this value. I mean, yeah, it's definitely present. This one's going to be a really difficult one for me to shoot just because of the different steps I have to go through for the freaking lighting. It's all dependent on this tablet position. I could always like maybe attach, just put a small red light that's kind of not that bright attached to his face and turn it on or something just to make sure the face is properly lit the whole time, because it's like as he moves I'm sure it's just gonna get worse. Like if we path trace here, and this door would be closed too, so I don't, technically nothing would be showing. I mean, yeah, there's still enough to see kind of what's going on here, so it's not the worst. I guess I'm maybe just not super happy with the camera position. It'll probably be easier for me to actually record the audio so I can have placement of things. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to save this. We're going to record some quick audio in Ableton just to, until my voice actor is around. So let's get that going. Switch to single screen here. And let's bump up Ableton. Got kind of all my scripting here. And I'm just going to make sure we got our audio stuff set. Got my input device on my headset. Cool. Test, test. Check, check, check. Okay. this up on my other screen so I don't forget what I'm saying. Generator must have gone out. Backup power should be online shortly. So that's like a really short thing here. And I think that's like 15 seconds of walking when I say 2 lines. Does that even make sense? Let's do it in 2 separate parts so I can move them around. Generator must have gone out. Backup power should be online shortly. This will be as 2. Let's rename that. Again, these are just placeholders. We'll do add had what has 1 in also. Did I shoot that in mono? Whatever. What the? Was the memory flash successful? And then I will just add a quick little EQ8. Cut the lows. Cut the highs. Intense there. Just drop it there. Get a vocoder on here. I think this only needs to be at like 15%. Yeah, let's listen back. That'll be fine. So we're just going to copy and paste this onto the has1 values. And then I'm going to drop these into session view so I can get a more specific. Clicking and dragging audio around in Unreal Engine just kind of sucks. It's not really the best. Best way to handle audio, but it's what I'm doing for now. That's okay. Close enough. So let's export this. Let's do voice acting. We'll call this generator out. Delete that. Let's get the second one, copy and paste it in there. Boom. Boom. Definitely don't need the entire length of this thing. Alright, and that'll be at least enough for now. Backup power. I guess I might as well just export this one too while I'm at it. Just out of here now. Leave the what the out of there for right this moment. I just need opening thing. Trying to decide if Has One should act surprised when the power goes out, or if the other guy should just start talking about that generator went out. Kind of want to save the what the and the surprise for later when Robah is coming out and they're going to start shooting him and stuff. That's one. Export. Did it work? All right. Yes, I'll save this. This is more voices. Okay, let's get Unreal Engine open back up here. Now, the really cool thing about using Unreal Engine for the audio, it's just really the only reason I'm doing it. Number one, it helps me template things out better. I can tell kind of what mocap I need to adjust based on the talking. Also, it has really, really good spatial engine. So if you set some attenuation settings, which I'll actually just show you in just a sec, don't mind the floating head. So you have all these audio files and some like attenuation settings, which basically depends on how it's treated in the space. So like I have this audio that I'm gonna have Has2 talking from. I attach it to Has2's mouth, and that way, from whatever position my camera's at, it actually sounds like it's coming from where he is. The spatial thing is really cool. So if you were to watch a cinematic, if I ever finish it, with headphones on, you would actually hear and sound like you were in the room with the characters, which is something that's pretty sweet, in my opinion. We'll see how it works on export. I don't know if it's going to work with rendering or anything like that. So let's get, did it work in here? Oop. Backup power. And generator out. And then I'm just going to attach all my attenuation settings to it. Where's my attenuation? S2, save, boom. Did it work? The attenuation settings, S2, save, blah, 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 blah. And then we have, did you backup power yet? I don't even remember if it was this one or the other one. It looks like generator is the one I'm missing. Save, boom. Okay, let's get our map opened back up here. Awesome load times, awesome load times. And let's get our double screen going on again so you guys can see the sequencer. Alright, we are loaded. Yeah, this is so much different with lighting. You can actually see everything. Better visualization. So let's get the sequencer running. Let's take a little bit of time to load this one, so sorry in advance. There we go. Again, I have some weird attached tracks going on at the beginning of the sequence. I should have compartmentalized them, but I didn't because I didn't know what I was doing back then. Still kind of don't. But that's okay. I'm gonna make it work. Boom. It goes to this. Boom. Heads up. Boom. Lights go out. Okay. And realistically, let's get that audio going on in here. We got has-to audio right here. You really got to zoom in for these things. This is kind of what, maybe there's a better way to do this, but at least for me, it's been difficult for me to edit audio just because of how tiny it all is. Let's go back and unlit so I can just see what the hell's going on. And let's find our voice acting files. Generator out. Boom, 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 boom. There, I'm gonna have to zoom in like crazy because it's impossible to see because it's freaking tiny. Is it like muted or something? Why is it muted? Whatever. End of the world. Generator must have gone out. Let's definitely turn the volume way up. I can actually hear it. I actually might mute this one right now. 2. Generator must have gone out. Generator must have gone out. I'm probably here, so you'll get a slight space because it does just like kind of shocking when it starts the audio like right away. And see what I mean though? It's like really, really tiny. Like I can't even necessarily really see. Generator must have gone out. Let's move it back to like there so we get a little bit of space. Generator must have gone out. And then I'll probably put the backup power line right here. And again, these are all just placeholders, so it's not super important how it sounds or like where it places. I have to remind myself of that because this is all getting re-recorded later. Anyways, backup power line. Let's drop it there-ish. And just overall see how it sounds. Generator must have gone out. Backup power should be online shortly. Oh, and the volume is not the same, which is pretty stupid. This is 3, 1, 1, 3.0. Generator must have gone out. Backup power should be online shortly. Yeah, that actually lines up pretty decently because once I have has1 meeting up with him, again, this camera adjustment needs better, and at least actually the door's closed this time, so we can actually see how this would look being lit. And it's just really bad resolution with Lumen. Lumen just doesn't do great work on this older version of Unreal Engine I'm in. Definitely a lot better though. And this has gone up. Like again, like look at the difference here. Like can't see anything, right? And then let's pop path tracing. Yeah, so like I can actually see his face now. Like it's super stupid. Like this one I'm likely gonna have to record as unlit. And then we're actually just going to go back to the beginning of this scene and fix all the fingers. Oh shoot, I jumped too far. All the way to the beginning now. Let's get back to shot 19. Bam, here we are. Okay. Pop out of the camera. let's get has to. Let's get this control rig fixed so the fingers don't look so janky. That would be the only downside. They did just release a new version in Unreal Engine for Rococo, my mocap software Rococo, which does help a lot of the finger placements. They don't look quite as messy, but like a thumb, for example, is still little janky. Like if I was holding that object, my thumb shouldn't be rotated like this. Like, it doesn't even make sense, right? It needs to be like like that. So let's fix that first. Always got rotation issues on these things. There you go. That's a lot better. Pop it up a little bit. And again, it's not super important right now in the scene, because again, the only thing that matters is what the camera can see. But yeah. And then I think we have, looks like all three of these fingers are actually poking through. Don't know if we need to adjust the index. Does this need adjusted? No, it looks kind of busted. Not do that. We definitely need to move all three of these fingers out. Overlapping with the tablet. The pinky's still a little messy here. Like, it's definitely overlapping. Another guy, but that's okay. Let's pop back into camera and just see what it looks like during that last kind of portion. Again, this camera angle's probably going to change as I work on this a little bit further, but yeah, now that thumb's really messed up. How does it look with the lighting? Can you even see it? No. This would be my notes too. Okay. Probably deleting this, doing that. I've completed this. This is done. Next steps are going to be, we need to do an animation for has one. Mocap. Walking to has two. Now again, like, you know, kind of like how the scene looks for right now, and this is why camera placement is so important, so you're not wasting time. Like, let's do unlit so you can actually see anything. So like from here, like, I don't need to record an entire walk animation, because technically, like, has one is all the way over here, right? Doesn't matter, right? Technically, since he stops here, has just needs to walk up to that last position. The camera angle is probably going to change here, just for better viewing. So let's put a note of that too. Okay, walking to has two. Was a memory flash successful? Camera angle change. Just show Robah lights. Cancel this autosave. Messes everything up. Show our J lights. Powering on. I'm gonna show the tablet that has one and kind of shrug, doesn't really know, shows disconnected, right? You can actually see that in the lit. Yeah, good enough anyways for now, for like at least a baseline. And then like all of a sudden they're just gonna have some blue light coming from behind them. And they're gonna turn around and be standing there. So luckily for this scene, there's no context over where they really are for the bed. So they're gonna actually like be talking here. But when the next scene comes up and Robah's like standing up, maybe I'll have him just like here or something. I'm not sure where his placement's gonna be quite yet. Why didn't this follow? Huh. That's a little awkward. Oh, because the root isn't moving. I see. For me, it's really important to do these notes, otherwise I completely lose track of like where I'm at working on things. Okay, and that'll be it. I think next time I see you guys, we're gonna do a music stream of me actually going through the track that I wrote for this song. I also need to rewrite the cinematic camera one, so thanks for joining. I will see you guys later. Have a good weekend.